it's Mary Beth from MBGray Designs. Welcome back to my channel. So I got an order in from Michelle from Glitz and Glitter, and I thought I would go through that and then we'll mold some items, okay? So the first thing I got, which we probably won't do today, but we're definitely going to do it soon, is I got these crystal inlays, and she had a video recently. Oh, it looks like she's got glitter on them. They came from Michelle, Glitz and Glitter. Anyway, she recently did a video on how to use her crystal inlays. So we'll definitely do that in an upcoming video. So I was very excited to get these. So let me just put these back real quick. Get them out of the way. And then I got the cutest little mold. Oops, other way. It's a strawberry. Look at how cute. It's a crystal-y strawberry or gems or whatever, you know. It's going to be so pretty. We'll mold this one for sure today. And then this one is a crystal tray. And she also did a video on how she makes her crystal molds, which I found very interesting. I got to be careful. I don't want to touch the inside of any of these molds. But anyways, this is a crystal little dish tray thing, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. So I do want to mold this one today also. So we'll set both these aside. And then I got two different crosses, her crosses, and they're very good size. So, oops, I have it upside down. Sorry about that. This is the Last Supper. Look at how pretty that is. I'm really excited to mold this. So we've got the Last Supper. That's that one. And then we also got this one, which I think is like the life of Jesus. And it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So I want to do one of the crosses. So we'll do one of the crosses, the strawberry and the crystal dish. So I'm not sure which cross yet, but I'll pick one of them. I got to pick my colors out, and then I'll start to get my resin ready, and then we'll be back. Okay, we are ready to pour, but let me tell you what happened. I already poured, and my footage, I hit the button wrong, whatever. I did not get the footage. So then I demolded. I did pour the cross incorrectly, so I was going to have to do it again. Anyway, this is the second time I'm doing it. But I mixed up the same colors. I put the same micro powder in the cross mold. And what we want to do is you don't want to pour on these high parts. I filled the whole thing in last time. So we'll see if I can do this properly now. I can't really spray it with alcohol because of the micro powder. So I'm going to start down here and just go around. Get up in here. Because I had to go to Michelle's video when she did it and watch her. So I mean, to me, this is not that she makes it look so easy, you know, because she's very good at what she does. But to me, it's kind of challenging, you know, to only pour the low parts. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm making any sense. So I'm just going to take my time. But I did learn it only takes like 5 ounces to fill this up. So the first time I had way too much resin anyway, so I am more prepared this time. I'll show you later when we do the reveal and everything, I'll show you the first cross and how I messed up. Just so you know, in case you get this mold. We want to get in between these. So yeah, just take your time. All right, let me get my other cup. And let me go back in here and do the best I can to fill this up properly. Oh gosh. Go down here. Sorry, but I do need to kind of concentrate and take my time with this one because I want it to turn out. I got to get in between these crosses. See if I can do that. Again, she made it look so easy. And I think it was the first time she was pouring it too. Like, wow, she's talented. I'm not as talented. I'm learning. I'm still kind of new at this. I was trying to figure out the other day how long I've been doing it, because I do pour almost pretty much every day unless I'm out of town or something. And because I love it. I'm in love with it. I really am. Okay, I'm not sure up here if I'm good. I don't know. I can't really tell. I think I am. And I had 6 ounces, so I probably have about another ½ an ounce. That makes sense. Let me go down here. Just make sure I got in between these crosses okay. All right, let me take a look. So I know it's hard to tell because I brushed mica on it, so it looks like the same color, but it's these high parts all around on this cross that you do not fill. So you don't fill the whole thing. I think, where am I at? I still have about a ½ an ounce left. So let me go over here a little bit. Yeah, that was 5 ounces. So that's probably good. Let me just set that aside. We'll spray the top of this. All right, I am going to get this out of the way. I am going to slide this on over out of the way for now, and we will do our crystal mold. Our crystal dish. I just want to get the alcohol in there. Make sure it's in like the corners and everything. So again, I did pour this because I, thought I was filming, and it turned out really nice. So I'll have 2 of them. And that's okay. Look at this beautiful orchid color. So pretty. And if I remember correctly, this took about 5½ ounces. So again, I mixed up 6 ounces of this orchid. Beautiful. I'm liking it. Let's see where we're at. Let me kind of get down here a little bit. I think we can go a little bit more. It is a hand cut mold, so I don't want to dome it necessarily, but I do want to make sure it's filled up. See where we're at. It's looking pretty good. And yeah, I've got about a ½ an ounce left, so I think that is good. All right, now let me get this one out of the way also. Okay, and then we've got our strawberry. So what we're doing with the strawberries, we're taking the Let's Resin Peach Red alcohol ink and the Picasso Poppy Red. And we're just going to go in here. We'll paint the leaves on it green after the fact. So it'll be red for now, but that's fine. So I'm just going to do both, some of each color here. Like so. Okay, let me set those aside. I should have sprayed this. You know what? I'm going to anyway. There we go, because there's lots of crystal gem stuff in there. And then I'm just going to slowly pour my resin. I'm just kind of drizzling it, trying to break up that alcohol ink. And this literally takes maybe a half an ounce, if even. Just want to make sure I get it in the stem too. So there we go. Let's see where we're at here. I'm going to get a little dotting tool. Make sure I've got resin up in there. And it looks like I do. So I think we're good. We're good with the strawberry. That's going to be so cute. And it did turn out cute, the first one. All right, we do have a little bit of extra. We've got an ounce and a half left of clear, maybe a half an ounce or so of the orchid, and probably like a little over an ounce of this color. So let me move my strawberry aside. I'm going to put my caps back on my alcohol ink real quick before I forget. All right, let's see here. Let's try this flower mold. And I'm going to use the orchid and the clear is what I'm going to focus on for this one. So I'm going to start with just a little bit of clear in there. And then I'm going to add my orchid. Kind of see what we get here. Just going to layer. After I get this out, I'll do some more clear, and then I'll do some more orchid, and probably have to top it off with some clear. But let me get my spatula. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll have enough. Actually, I might have enough. Boy, I always forget how much you get when you scrape your cup. It's quite a bit. Okay. I'm going to put a little bit more clear in there. And is it looking, sometimes it's hard for me to tell. Probably do a little bit more. I think this will be pretty. It'll be very, probably kind of transparent, you know. Okay, there we go. That looks good. All right, so there's our flower. What's next? Let's see here. I've got this flower we can do also. So, oopsie, that didn't work out very well. We'll just do it like this. All right, let me spray this. We'll do the same thing. Let's put some clear in here. Just gonna squish that around, get any bubbles out, and then I'm probably gonna just need my spatula to get this out. I can see some bubbles, so I'm gonna wanna work on that. Let me do that real quick. See if we can get these, make sure there's no bubbles. I don't want any bubbles. Where's my dotting tool? Just kind of poke around in there. I love this mold. This came from Michelle also, from Glitz and Glitter, this flower mold. I have used it so many times. All right, let's add some more orchid. Okay, looking good. Couple more drops there. I think we're good. Okay, let me squirt that, top of that. Probably squirt all of them. Okay, still a bubble up there. Come on, bubbles, pop. That one doesn't want to pop, does it? There we go. Okay, let's see. I still got the French Gâteau. I guess I don't have enough for that. Let me think. Let's make a bow. My mold is not the cleanest, but we'll make it work. Hopefully you can see that okay. All right. Okay, there's some French Gâteau. Here's some clear. All right. Oh my gosh, is that already full? That might be kind of fun looking, different. Sometimes with clear, it's really hard for me to tell if I'm full, you know? But I think I am. Okay, well, that didn't take long. What about a butterfly? We're just going to keep moving on. I might just do this one in the French Gâteau. Okay. We might put the rest of this in our hands mold. Let's see. Do I have enough for this butterfly? Again, my mold. Oh my gosh, MARYBETH. Bad MARYBETH for not cleaning her mold after her last project that she used it on. All right. I've used this one a lot too. Put some clear in this butterfly also. Let me kind of squeeze this one a little bit. Those wings are up there. Okay. And we'll finish it off with the French Gâteau. All right, there it is. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I mean, there's not much left. Look at how close we are. I think with the scrapings, we're going to finish off our hand mold. So that'll be fun because we can demold it. So let me put the rest in here and it should, I think, finish it off. So that'll be fantastic. I'm really excited to see it. So let me do that. We'll get these cured up. I'll probably turn my heat mat on here in a little bit and then we will be back for demold. Okay, we are ready to demold. They're still very warm, but we're going to go ahead and demold. We've got a lot of extras here. So this flour usually always turns out good. Oh, I do have some bubbles. That's a bummer. Of course, it's still shiny though. This flour is always so shiny. Dang it, I need to clean my molds. Always try to remember to clean your molds before you take them out. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'll be right back. Okay, that's better. As I was cleaning this one, I pulled the mold out by accident. So here is our strawberry. I do have to trim a little bit. I got a little bit of overpour. But there it is. It's so cute. I'm not seeing very much pink, mostly red. It got real dark down here, but that's okay. We'll still decorate it up. It's cute. So we got our flower and our strawberry. And then here is the Bond Crafter flower. This one's pretty too. There's that one. That one looks good. Oh, that's so pretty. What do you think? I like that one. All right, let's do our butterflies. So, oh man, this is really soft. I gotta be careful getting that out. Ooh, that looks good. And we've got this butterfly. I definitely have overpour. Look at all that on the side. I'll get that taken care of. But that's pretty. Let's get these molds out of the way. And then the cute little bow. again, some slight overpour there. Pretty. All right, let me get these out of the way. Now, let's do our crystal jar, or dish, rather. I don't want to touch the inside of this mold. I want to be careful since I don't have any gloves on. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. That is pretty. What do you think of that dish? It's just a really pretty little, just a little dish. A trinket dish. That orchid color is gorgeous. And look at all those crystals. So pretty. Ooh, I like that. All right, move this mold out of the way. And now for our cross. And I need to go grab the one I did where I did it wrong. So let's hope this is, it's so not fully cured. I mean, it's still warm. So I'm going to try to do it this way. If I can. I just don't want to. Oh, I broke it. Darn it. Man, I'm having all kinds of issues. Hopefully I can fix it. Oh, it's one little piece. Okay. All right, let me move. I got to clean that. Right here, I broke it, but it's a clean break. I'm going to glue that right back together. And it is still kind of curing, but there is the cross. So I do have a little bit in here that I need to trim up, but that shouldn't be too bad. I'm going to probably do that before it gets, you know, cured all the way. But what do you think? It's so pretty. This French Gâteau is a nice brown, but like in between the sun rays or whatever here, I need to clean that out. So yeah, that's pretty though. Look at this is baby Jesus. Here's Jesus carrying the cross, the resurrection. This is beautiful. Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, so I've got some finishing work. Let me go grab the other cross real quick and show you. And I might as well grab the dish. The dish looks exactly the same, so I've got two of these now. But here's the dish, and I'm just happy I didn't have bubbles in either one of them. So actually, this dish is a little bit darker. You can see on the white. I must have put just a little bit more alcohol ink in this one, but they're both really pretty. And then here's the cross. This is what I was saying is, it's like part of it I didn't get all the way full, and part of it I did, so yeah. But very pretty. I mean, I might be able to save this somehow. I don't know. But yeah, all right. So let me get all these pieces finished, and then we will be back for the final reveal. Okay, I almost forgot. We get to demold our drip mold. I'm so excited to see the hands. They're all done. So let's check it out. I've never molded this before, and we did it as a drip mold. So we're going to see what this looks like. I wonder how hard it is to get this out. Let me just kind of break that seal a little bit. See if we can do it without having to use any alcohol or anything, or water, soapy water. We're getting there. Let me get I gotta pull it closer to me for a second just to get it going. Sorry about that. There we go. Oh wow, this is gonna be so cool looking. Oh, look at that. Wow, what do you think of that? Look at all that, all the colors. There's some glitters. Wow. That is crazy looking. Look at this. And then here's the sides. Oh my gosh, that is so amazing. What do you think? Wow, that's so crazy. Drip molds fascinate me. They just do. I just think they're so cool looking. Look, I even have some clear with crushed crystal. It's just fun to think about all my different pours, you know, that went into this one mold. Amazing. All right. What am I going to do? Like, how do I... Should I paint the fingernails? I don't know what to do. It's pretty cool looking. I'll have to figure something out. And considering, oh, I guess that is a bubble right there. There's a couple bubbles down here. But considering, you know, typically this is when the resin's really thick. You're pouring it in your drip mold. I'm not even really seeing micro bubbles, or not many. I do see some, don't get me wrong. I do see some bubbles like, what's this? These are some big ones right here. I'll fill that up with UV resin. But I'm not seeing like a bunch of micro bubbles, you know? So that's pretty cool. Wow. That's neat. All right. Well, then stay tuned. And when we come back with all the projects for the final reveal. Okay, we are back for the final reveal. So if you recall, I had to pour twice because I lost footage. The first cross, unfortunately, oh, I missed some trimming here. Uh-oh. I didn't do a very good job on my sanding right there. I'll fix that. The first cross, unfortunately, didn't turn out. I didn't pour it correctly. But this one did. And what I did with the cross is I used some liquid gilding in white gold and just kind of dry brushed in spots and actually painted in spots. And then I just used some gold rhinestones. And I think it turned out really pretty. What do you think? I will go back and finish. I missed a spot somehow on my sanding. I didn't do great there, so I will take care of that. I was so concerned about getting all the pieces on the inside cleaned up, I guess. I did have some extras from the first pour. I had a flower. I don't know if it was the first pour or the second. I'll be honest. I really don't know. But I had this bow, and I just dolled it up with some gold rhinestones, and same with this Bondcrafter flower and then this bow right here. And I think they turned out really super cute. What do you think? And then we had our little strawberry mold, and this is from Glitz and Glitter. So is the cross mold, and so is the crystal dish that I'm going to show you in a moment. But the strawberry turned out really cute. What do you think? I painted the leaves green, and then I used diamond rhinestones, kind of like seeds, you know, on a strawberry. And I think it's super cute. I think I'm just going to go ahead and put a magnet on the back, or you could drill a hole and use it as like a bag charm or something too. It's super cute. And then might as well keep my paper towel out because I can show you with the white backing, but this is the crystal tray, and I used pink rhinestones. They're light pink to go just around the top, and I just think it's so beautiful with the crystals. So I actually have 2 of them because I had to pour them twice because I lost footage. What I was thinking of maybe doing is getting like I have some glass candlesticks, you know. I think they're from the Dollar Tree or something. But I was thinking of gluing one in and gluing the top of it here and just having kind of like a little cute tiered, you know, it'd be like a little tiered tray. So that's just an idea. You could do something with these, but super cute. So yeah, these are the projects for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for your time. And yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, I would just be so grateful if you did. Subscribe to my little YouTube channel. That would be awesome. And I hope that everybody has a wonderful day. All right, everyone. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, I did forget to show you the hands. So all I did on the hands is I did fill in those 2 big, huge holes with some UV resin. And then I had to sand around here and around here, put Resin Restore on it. But I didn't want to do anything to this because I think it's just kind of cool. It just shows all my pores, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's the hand. So that's how they turned out. What do you think? So yeah, that's all I did was some fixing on there and sanding. All right. Just wanted to let you know that's how that one turned out. Thanks.
Say something like you love me and make my day, like you always do, like you always do. Hold my hand and look me in the eye so I can tell you how I feel, tell you how I feel.